What's up, guys? Welcome back to Unbreakable Grind. It's your guy CJ back with another video, man. Today I'm going to be reviewing a video of myself back in the day. Alright, I got a video of myself from back in the day, man. I'm probably 22, 23 years old, and I'm practicing the exact stuff I'm telling you now. Alright, I just want to show this just to show how I really want to demonstrate how authentic everything I say is, and like how true this is to my nature. And I want to also demonstrate that all this stuff that you see, everything I'm talking about, does not happen by chance. All right. You have to be extremely intentional to get the results you want. You have to be extremely intentional. I've been this way for years. I've been working on these strategies for years. All right. I didn't have anyone to guide me step by step. I had to construct all these thoughts myself for the most part. What's funny, a cool story is I actually started a channel years ago to pretty much do exactly what I'm doing now, is show people strategy as I went through the process. I always stopped for a couple of reasons. One reason is I was always so busy, and I hadn't proved it 100% yet. So I wasn't sure if I wasn't sure if I should be telling people before I proved it. Approved a guaranteed strategy. And also I was extremely scared because even though I hadn't proven everything, I had proven some stuff that I had never seen around me. All right. So imagine being 22, 23 years old and making more money than anybody you personally know. I was making significantly more amounts of money than anyone I personally knew that I've ever met before. That's including my parents, that's including my family members, that's including friends, and that's including the people that they know that make a lot of money. I'm talking, of any age. And from that perspective, I was scared that if I shared information too early, it could come back around somehow. Maybe somebody search me up and then they'll expose me, and then it'll ruin my opportunities. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to step on anyone's toes, make someone jealous of me at the wrong time, and then they come back to hunt me. You get what I'm saying? So I did post this stuff, but I made all this stuff private, man. I had a whole nother channel. I said, you know what? I'd rather get my money right first and then come back and help others. And then that way I've proven this stuff to work and I don't step on my own toes. All right. So I'm going to be reviewing the video. I'll get right into it, man. This is some good content to show just pure authenticity, man. I've always had a burning desire to get ahead, and nothing's changed. And I've always wanted to share the information. I've always wanted you guys to come with me, and as many people to come with me as possible. Let's check this out. Okay, so have you ever felt stuck and felt like you're a hardworking person, and it's like your hard work doesn't really pay off? It's almost like, man, I feel like I'm willing to dedicate to anything. I'm willing to put in the work. I've even been putting in the work, and for some reason my plans don't seem to work out for me. They work out for other people's plans work out for them. It just doesn't seem like my plans really work out for me. If you feel like this, I think I know what your issue is. And this is a common issue that tends to happen a lot. Okay, so I'm just gonna get straight to it. Man, I think you have to work on your decision-making skills and your planning skills, okay? Because I see a lot of people with good ideas. Like, I know a lot of people with good ideas, but I don't know many people with efficient plans to guarantee them that idea will actually manifest, okay? Let me say that again. I hear a lot of good ideas, but I don't hear a lot of good execution plans that actually lead to those ideas coming to pass. All right, so I'm going to tell you all how this happens. Okay, long story short, the reason why this happens so much is because our plans and our ideas require luck to actually happen. Okay, a lot of ideas and a lot of plans and a lot of plans that we set up for ourselves actually require luck to work. Luck. Okay, man. So I'm gonna give you a little tip I'm gonna give you a little tip for when you're pretty much setting up a plan on how to execute an idea, okay? Because if you have an idea, this is the first thing. If you have an idea and you don't know it's really gonna work, like you're like, I hope it works. Like, hopefully this is meant for me. I hear people say, maybe this thing, hopefully it's meant for me, and something will make it happen, or hopefully I get lucky. or if everything works out, yada yada yada. If your plan has any of those words in it or those phrases, You need to rewrite that idea until it's guaranteed, okay? I don't pursue anything that I know I'm not gonna get the result I expect out of it. And I know that contradicts. Now that's a cold statement. That's a cold statement. I've heard people tell me, even back then, I'm pretty sure you've heard it too. If you're pursuing something that you understand, it's not big enough. People have come to me and said, if you know what you're doing, you're not doing anything big enough. If you're not scared and you don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring, you're not doing anything significant or big. Let me tell you something, man. A lot of people are being sold some BS that's gonna ruin them, man. I've watched many people waste their time, bro. I'm watching people waste their time right now. I'm gonna continue watching people waste their time. Most people are wasting their time. Understand me. I just said the old me. I don't pursue anything that I don't have a guaranteed result or outcome defined that I can measure so that I don't waste time. This is extremely important. And this is the future me, the current me, that's the old me. And that dude was right. Everything I had defined for myself, I hit on the money or better. I hit on the money or better because I always have a philosophy of how to calculate things to where you always hit the mark or better every single time. This is from paying off $200,000 in debt. This is from getting more than $500,000 in real estate properties at a young age. Really, literally, right, maybe a year or two right after that video was made. Becoming a millionaire and having $1 million cash, available money, full-fledged millionaire. Like, I hit all of those goals. I knew exactly what I was doing. The career I chose, how much time I put into it, how much money I should make at any moment in time. All of that was on the money. And it's very important. This is not bragging. This is what you need to be doing. If you're not this serious, if you're not this serious about your time, bro, it will get wasted. Understand that people don't have the only person that's going to control your time and is going to make value of your time is you. Other people don't care about you as much as you may think. Society does not care about you at all, really. No one cares about you specifically. Just like no one cared about me specifically. I'm just lucky enough to know that no one cared. I was lucky enough to know that my fate is in my own hands. You cannot sell me something that I don't understand, and you cannot sell me something that does not lend itself to me getting a guaranteed result if I put in the work. Understand me, guys. The things you do at first, understand me. A lot of things get out of context. Your first strategies when you're starting your life, whether you're starting it, some people start their life early at 20s. They're already thinking about how do I be successful, or they start at 40. Regardless, your first steps when you're setting a foundation for yourself have to be guaranteed. There's a certain bar you need to hit guaranteed. After you hit that bar, after you hit that bottom line and you can support yourself, then you can go out and venture. Once you have this money coming, you can go venture into these other, things and try stuff. And maybe that works, maybe that doesn't. You can't do that when you're setting a foundation for yourself. And a young me realized that, man. I realized that. You get what I'm saying? I was dead serious making sure that I hit my basic necessities and I set my bottom line high. What I wanted was the worst case for myself to be. I wanted to be happy with the worst outcome I could possibly attain. I knew if I went into a certain career and I gave it a certain amount of effort with a certain level of credentials, I knew that my bottom line was at least 100K plus. That's my worst outcome. And if I dedicate 3 or 4 years to this, then forever, for the rest of my life, if I'm doing my absolute worst possible that I can possibly be doing, I'm at least making 6 figures in my worst case, which is better than almost all of the population. My worst case, I set my life up to where my worst case was better than most of the population. That was my worst case. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to see and think about when it comes to your initial strategies to set your bottom line. So let's keep going, man. I'm telling you, I'm extremely passionate about this stuff. The amount of energy, man, man, I'm just very serious about this stuff, man. I promise you, because you can change your life if you're willing to put in the work and you're willing to be consistent and you have that burning desire to be the best you can be. You can really do this. But let's keep going, man. This is just some cold stuff. It's what a lot of people may practice or preach, okay? Because I know most people tell you to dream so large, right, that you can't even imagine it. Well, yeah, that sounds good, but why dream larger than you can actually set up a feasible plan to make it attainable? You're just in a fairy tale land. If you're dreaming so large that you can't even feasibly come up with a plan to execute it, you're dreaming too big for your skill set at that moment. I know many people doing this, not young guys and girls. They're doing this right now. I'm curious as to how long it's going to take them to wake up. Do not fall into this trap. Do not be the person that's claiming you're going to be a multi-billionaire and hasn't even figured out how to hit a bottom line. Yeah, don't do it to yourself. Let's keep going, man. Moment in time. Okay? So you need to dream on a level that dream for something or wish for something that is large, but you also have to set your mind and your plans to where you can guarantee that result to come in your life, okay? And the reason for this is no one's out here just wanting to be successful and hoping it happens. Like, I'm out here wanting to be successful just in case, or you know, hopefully I'll be successful. No, man, you want it to work for a fact, okay? People have real issues. People have families. You're not just wanting to hope you can take care of your family, man. Now listen, I'm talking about family and all that. I didn't have a freaking family, bro. You get what I'm saying? But I knew that I was gonna be a provider. I knew that I wanted to leave money to my kids. I knew I wanted my kids to be born millionaires. I knew I wanted to change my bloodline forever. I knew that I wanted to put in the work, no matter how hard it was to change it, and to put all of the pressure on me because I could take the pressure. I love the pressure. I knew that. That was deep rooted in my DNA. And if you feel the same way, this content is for you. You need to understand that you need to tap into that. There are going to be a lot of people running this. Boom, 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 boom. No results, no results. You got to come up. You got to identify what you can do to get results. And you have to dedicate and do the work and give it your all, man. That's what you have to do. Let's keep going. Some cold stuff, man. I'm telling you. I'm assuming you want to take care of your family. That's how I am. I need a plan that works. I don't need a plan that kind of works or might work if someone helps me. I need a plan that works every time, and it's down to a science, you know? And that's pretty much the definition of science, just where I'm at it. Something that's replicable, meaning under certain conditions and criteria is replicable. That means if I tell you to do it, and if you do it the appropriate way, you would replicate my result. Okay, if your plans aren't replicatable, meaning you can't replicate it with a certain criteria that you assign to it, then it's a bad plan. We have to realize that. If you're sitting and you're banging your head on the wall trying to get an idea done or reach a goal, and you've been doing it for years, months, and you... Bro, you gotta realize why I'm a millionaire now. You gotta realize, come on, bro, like, most of my friends, bro, I'm talking a young 20s guy, most of my friends chasing chicks and crap, bro. I'm out here in the middle of a freaking parking lot, just left from a freaking Fortune 500 company, already working freaking top dollar, making more than everyone I've ever known. And I'm sitting here preaching this about family and taking care of your family in a freaking parking lot, bro. Do you understand that's not normal? That's what you have to, if you want results, man, you have to stand out from the crowd. You have to be different. If you're chasing the same chicks and wasting your time, you're probably not going to stand out from the crowd. You're probably not going to change. You're probably not going to have any significant results. Look at that, man. You have to find yourself thinking for yourself, You know what I'm saying? You got to find yourself thinking for yourself, thinking outside the box, up, pondering, thinking. You're going to feel stuck at first. A lot of it won't click at first, but you got to be looking and looking and looking, man. I promise I was always looking for a way to succeed, looking for a way, whether it was a YouTube video or reading a blog or an audio book. I was just looking and looking, and it just comes together. You know, it's the law of attraction. You know what I'm saying? What you put out will come to you. You know what I'm saying? And people could see it on me. I would have people come and saying, young man, keep doing what you're doing. And they didn't even know what I was doing. I'm like, what do you mean? Or they say, young man, oh man, I can tell you got it. I'm like, what do you mean I got it? How do you know I have it? I haven't shown you anything. But it's the law of attraction. It's the way I carried myself. It's the way I thought of myself. It's the way I perceived myself. It's the confidence I had. All of that stuff, it matters, bro. So if you're out here looking for shortcuts, or you want to figure out the quick way, and you don't want to really do the work, it's probably not going to happen for you, because the law of attraction, people are going to be able to tell. People can tell when you have not went through and suffered through anything. People can tell when you don't have high confidence. People can tell when you don't value yourself. People can tell when you avoid the difficult stuff. People can tell. You get what I'm saying? And it's going to affect the way people perceive you, and it's going to affect your outcomes. Understand, I was young. I was doing the same thing, man. I was dead serious about my offspring that I didn't have yet. Dead serious about providing for the bloodline that I did not have yet. Dead serious about doing the most with what I was given, the cards I was dealt. No excuses where I made no excuses, man. I was straight on the money, straight on the action. That's how you want to be. That's how you want to be, man. I didn't care what was thrown at me, man. I still don't care what's thrown at me. If I don't expect anyone to love me. I don't expect anything from anyone. All I expect to use my intelligence to calculate my plans and validate my plans with actual results, so that I don't waste time, and so that I can actually do something significant that I've never seen done before around me. You get what I'm saying? With that being said, let's keep going, man. I love this stuff, bro. It's just amazing to even look back and see that, man. Use your time wisely, man. Use your time wisely. I'm proud of that guy. That guy right there made me who I am today. I wouldn't be me without him. I used to see this guy. I kid you not. I saw the guy that I literally, when I was that guy, I used to see me. I used to see myself. Look how skinny I was in the face, bro. I used to see myself with muscles. I swear to God, I used to see myself with freaking muscle. Look, there go the muscles right there. Look at it. Look, bro, look. That was in my mind. I used to see myself with long dreads. Look, bro, it's right here. I used to see myself as a millionaire. Look, bro, I'm a millionaire right now. I used to see myself in real estate. I got much real estate, $500,000 plus in real estate. I see myself with a stock portfolio. I see myself with a career where I can make no less than a certain amount that was significant. Got all of that. I got all of that, bro. That's what I want you to understand. I'm exactly who I want to be. Look, you see my teeth looking good on there? Look, I saw myself with nice teeth so I could smile at people. Look. All of this was calculated. Everything about it. It's crazy, man. Everything about it. I've got gaming computers in my house. I've got all kinds of crap, bro. I've got a backyard. I bought motorcycles. I calculated. I knew everything I was going to do. You have to be that particular. You know what I'm saying? What's even crazy, guys, I want to throw this in there too. I knew that I wanted to buy my girl a Range Rover cash. I wanted to do that. In the garage right now, I bought her a Range Rover years ago, probably a year after this video was made. I bought her a Range Rover. Understand me, man. All of this is calculated. You have to be this serious. You have to be this serious about this stuff, bro. Man, I love that, bro. Do not waste your time. Don't waste your time. And if you're smart, capture some footage of yourself so you can look back and hold yourself accountable. Capture some footage of yourself. This is a task. This is what this is some homework, bro. Capture yourself right now saying all the stuff you're going to do and hold yourself accountable and look back and see if you did it. And if you didn't do it, guess what? You need to look and say, I'm a loser. I didn't do it. So that at least you can be honest and change. You cannot replicate that same losing strategy again in the future. But if you do it, boy, you will look back and you'll be so proud of yourself because the old you created the new you through hard work and dedication. Listen to me, man. Let's keep going. You really haven't made it anywhere? Probably a bad plan. It may be a good idea that you have, which is your idea may be to make money, but your plan to make money is a bad plan. So you need to keep the idea and change the planning, change your strategy. All right? And I'm going to talk a little more specific about that and give some examples. I don't want the video to be too long, but if you're walking around, saying stuff like, man, I'm trying to find what's for me, okay? I don't believe stuff like this, all right? Everything's for you. If everything's for you. If you can think of how to feasibly come up with a plan to do it, it's for you. It's gonna. Facts. Everything out here is at your disposal. You can attain anything if you can sit and plot and ponder of a strategy to achieve that thing. But don't fool yourself. Don't think you can achieve stuff outside of your own achievement. Don't think you can achieve things that are outside of your own discipline level, right? Don't think you can achieve things that are outside of the work that you're putting in. You get what I'm saying? Don't think you're going to achieve these almighty outcomes in your input this low and I expect this output. Don't expect that, man. It happens sometimes. You can probably show me a story of somebody who scratched one ticket, lottery ticket, scratch off, and boom. That's all they had to do is freaking scratch one ticket. But that doesn't work for almost anyone. Most of you, just about all of you, are going to have extreme discipline and a crazy work ethic and a whole lot of passion to pull this off. But you can do it though. You've got what it takes to do it, but you got to get to it. You got to be serious. Let's keep going. Work. I don't care if it's for you, not for you. If you have the plan to execute it, it's going to work. All right. So I just want to say that, people, I want to get your minds thinking about that. If you have a plan that you can't set up a path to with logical steps, rethink that plan. And don't be out here, don't think that things have to be hard and you have to be banging your head. A good plan, let me put it this way. A bad plan, you can work until you die and you never get results. A good plan, you can do barely any work and it works for you. So I'm gonna leave it like that, man. I wanna have y'all thinking about that. So when now that little piece of gold, that was a little piece of gold that could sound a little contradictory because I just told you how hard you need to work. And at the end of that video, I just said, a good plan, you don't have to do hardly any work and it works for you. I'm pretty much demonstrating that was a little out of context. So really, I had already done a whole lot of work to get through engineering school. That was my situation. I had got this job and I was making a lot of money, man. I was probably making, young guy, 22, 23, making, 150K. And probably by the time I made this video, I had jumped up to 200K already. And the jump was so easy compared to the work I put in the previous years that my plan was so freaking good that after I got to a certain spot, I started to jump up with insignificant amounts of effort, it felt like. Imagine putting in this much effort, like a freaking, almost like putting in all your effort to get to a certain level. You know what I'm saying? Giving everything you got to say, get here, and then you can double that almost, or, dang near double that with a little more effort. So that's what I'm saying. I did a plan so good that the plan started to work for me. And that's what's happening right now. The investments are working for me. You know what I'm saying? Every investment is working for me. My skill sets, all the previous work are working for me. All the knowledge is working for me. All the connections are working for me. The network is working for me. You get what I'm saying? But understand, I started confused by myself, not knowing what to do. And I had the ambition to keep going and keep looking and keep searching. All right. You have to be honest, man. What are you doing with your free time? Me in my free time, I was sitting talking about this stuff.
Execute this.
Let me stop that. I was sitting talking about this stuff in my free time. Look at me. I was sitting literally pondering on my future, breaking down why plans work, why strategies don't work, how do I not waste my time? So if you're not using your free time on this, researching, watching videos, reading stuff, audio books, whatever, talking to people, trying to network, emailing people, whatever you can do to try to find out something new. If you're not doing that, you probably won't be successful. All right. And with that being said, guys, you can do this, man. You can do this. If you're young, you're lucky because you got a lot of time. All you got to do is fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the process of looking for ways to better yourself every day and doing the best you can with what you know every single day and keeping your eyes on the prize. And you're going to win more than likely if you got the discipline. Now, if you're a little older, you still can win, but you have to understand, you have to look in the mirror, understand that if you hadn't made the right choices so far, you have a lot of baggage that you're carrying. All right. So you have to be even more disciplined and even more serious because you got to erase all the baggage that you've created. So that doesn't mean it's over with. That's just more reason to be serious. That's more reason to definitely not play games. You get what I'm saying? You need to be like a freaking bulldozing through everything. And you really can't waste your time. So you really got to sit back, be composed, and as soon as you take your time like a sniper, align your targets. Once you line up, you got to bulldoze through whatever is in your way and be dead serious, man. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, guys, that's the video. I want you guys to see that throwback, man. I've been at this grind. You know what I'm saying? My grind has not broken yet. That's why the channel's called the Unbreakable Grind. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get you guys on the train also. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to be better than me, colder than me. I don't care, bro. It's a lot of money to go around, a lot of opportunity to go around. And I don't care if you guys soar to the moon. I'll give you all the information I have. I'm cool with it, man. I want to see you guys succeed. All right, guys. So if you like this content, please like the video, subscribe, share to people that you think it might be useful to. And I'm going to keep the heat coming, man. It's CJ out. Thank you for tuning back in the Unbreakable Grind. Peace.